If you guys need Ultimate Team coins, then go and check out MMOPO.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right, guys, it's CapGun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 16 of our Draft to Glory. Now, we're going to start the episode off by clearing out our trade pile. As you can see, we managed to pack some nice stuff in the last episode, so if you want to go check that out, then I would highly recommend you do so. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. We have got some stuff to relist, as you can see. I will relist both of these, actually, I think. Just quickly compare price on him, see what he's going for. I think he's actually going for around about this price, so we'll put him up for 900 there. And Beltran will just drop down to 450. I think everything else is just a consumable at this point, so it's just a relist on everything. And you can see that we're actually doing pretty well because we've managed to make a bit of a jump from about I think we were on about 200 and maybe 15k over the last couple of episodes, but we've jumped right up to 263, so that's good. We also have a pack in the store. I'm not really sure what it is, a gold pack. It might be untradeable, so don't hate me if I'm wrong, but we'll of course be diving into our first draft of the day in just a second's time. It's nothing interesting, so we'll just give it the old skip, and fingers crossed we are going to find some good stuff. Now, it is untradeable, so what we'll do is we'll actually get rid of everything bar the kits, because we can actually use them. Still waiting for us to take a resounding couple of losses in a row before we switch our kits and our badge up again. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it. We'll have a quick look at our online draft record as well. So currently we have entered 18 times, won 11 of them, so just shy of winning 2/3 of the drafts that we entered, which is a really good return. 54-7 is our current record, and we're still looking to beat that 189, looking for the elusive 190 if we can make it. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good. We're still just looking for those big players to come out of the packs eventually, which has sort of eluded us so far. Fingers crossed today will be the day. I'm going to go with a 4-4-2 flat here, really easy to hybridize, and also, you know, a very nice formation as well. And I'm going to take Zidane. I know that I said I didn't really like him, but it just seems too foolish not to take him, and maybe he'll turn out to be good. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe today is our day to use him and actually play really well with him. Hopefully we can find ourselves Mbappe. That would be a decent pull to start us off. All of this doesn't really appeal to me, to be honest. Do you ever get any Dutch? Do you ever get like a Quincy Promes given to you? Because I wouldn't mind using this Marlon if we had to. You know what, we'll take Marlon here. He'll probably get taken out regardless of what we end up taking. Oh, wow, we have got the worst set of strikers. Great start, but then it's just gone terribly wrong. I mean, is any of this... This is, like, unusable. All of it. Right, we'll take the French guy, because at least he'll get a strong link to Zidane if we need him to. Now, how are we going to play this? I think you guys appreciate me actually building the draft in a more regular fashion. So I'll start off by taking my goalkeeper. I'll take ter Stegen over Oblak because obviously he's German, better nation, better strong links to, for example, Lenglet, Umtiti, etc. And yeah, you get better links to him just in general. And I think he actually is slightly better keeper than Oblak in my opinion. The next pick is pretty tragic as well. We'll take Pau Lopez. He is Spanish and plays in the Serie A, so maybe we end up using him. Who knows at this point? Right, fingers crossed this draft is going to start paying out and giving us some good cards, because I don't really want to play oh my goodness me. It just wants to give me Serie A players. It's just like, Tom, have these Serie A here. More Serie A players. Right. Now we could take Rudiger. He's obviously German. But realistically, is that what we want to do? Nkulu, we could then play Pau Lopez, but obviously he's not as good as ter Stegen. I think we'll go with Rudiger, and we're going to try and build something of a hybrid. Although there's not many good strong links to Rudiger, so we might end up going Bundesliga here. I'm not really sure. Okay, we have managed to bag ourselves an Umtiti, which I think is probably what we should take here. I mean, he gets a link, but then our goalkeeper's off chem. Umtiti actually allows us a bit of freedom. He'll allow us to switch out Rudiger if we need to with another centre back. So I guess we'll take him, and he's not bad, and he's strong links to both ter Stegen and Zidane. Right, I really want to see what I'm going to get for a striker, because I really don't want to try and build a team around this French fella, that's for sure. Right, we do get Messi, and you all know that if I get Messi, I take Messi, and today is no different. So I know that you guys like me to build the team in a more traditional fashion, but today I'm going to maybe ignore that. I'll take Screaming Insigne just purely because he is a GOAT. Maybe I should be taking Icardi. Maybe I should, because then we get a link to Messi. Oh, I don't know. Icardi's no good though. Icardi's rubbish. Insigne's actually relatively good at this on this game, especially this Scream one. I'm going to take Insigne. Now, mark my words, they won't give me another Serie A player for the rest of it. However, what we do get is we get Bergwijn, which is fantastic news for us. He was actually the sort of player I was hoping, so that we could try out Malin, and he can go at the left mid position and give us a perfect link. So that means that they're sorted. So what I'm thinking is that we go and switch these over. Maybe we can somehow get Insigne in. Who would we need at right mid? We need like a Callejon or someone who's Italian. Politano, for example. Oh my goodness, we actually get Callejon. The squad's building itself. Right, we'll take him. Okay, so there we go. We've got a nice strong link there. They're sorted. Azpilicueta would be very good for us, although he's not the greatest of players. He would be good for us because, of course, he would give us chemistry. We could always switch this round and use Sergi Roberto here. That might work. I don't know who we... Marcos Alonso at left back. Okay. Right, okay. Let's find out what we're going to get for the rest of the pitch. Right, that's not the best selection. I'll take Mendy because then we can switch it back round and we can have them titty on full chemistry regardless of what happens from this point onwards. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want for the rest of it. I guess Frankie de Jong is probably a good shout. Does that work? I guess it's probably the best. I would prefer to take Kevin, but I can't see a way that we could put him in. Because if we switch those round, then Callejon goes off chem, and yeah, there's a whole load of problems. Whereas, of course, Frankie de Jong is Dutch. I had completely missed that. Yeah, we'll take Frankie de Jong then. That's a no-brainer right there. Right, okay. Let's see what we get for right back. Azpilicueta, as we said, is probably the one that we want. We do get him as well, which does kind of put us on full chem. But as I said, he's not the greatest of players. Now, would we rather take someone who's slightly better, like Carvajal, for example, and gamble, because all we need is a La Liga centre-back? He gets a link anyway. Or do we want to play it safe? That's the real question, isn't it? I don't think we'd go for Kimmich, because he doesn't get us full chem. So for me, it is a choice between Azpilicueta, who gives us full chem, or Carvajal. Azpilicueta is slow, and Carvajal does have a Hunter on him. Decisions. I think I'm going to go Carvajal. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. Fingers crossed we can be blessed on the bench. Let's see. Take our left mid and see what we've got here. We get Heung-min Son, and we also get Mane as well. They are very good picks. Very, very good picks. The other ones don't really work for us. Most likely they'll have to come on as a sub, so I'll take Mane for this one. So there we go. That actually gives us like a 100 chem team already. Fingers crossed now we can find that La Liga centre-back like a Varane, for example, to propel us. We don't get it. What we get instead is we get Carl Walker and Kimmich again. It's almost like it wanted to give us the same players again. I mean, there's no point in taking the left backs. We're kind of sorted on that side of the pitch. We'll take Carl Walker because I think he's the premium right back in that selection. And we do get what we need. We get Sergio Ramos or Baresi. So do I want to take Sergio Ramos or Baresi? I think last time I used Baresi, I was like, no, never again. And Ramos does have a shadow card on him, which is gonna prompt me to take him. So there we go. That's actually gonna give our team full chemistry. It's quite an interesting team as well, actually. We've gone outside the box slightly and ended up with a really nice team, I think. Obviously, Messi to come on at some point during the game. Maybe Mane as well. Okay, I guess we're just going through the rest of the team to see what we get. We get Kante. Is there any way we can switch this team up now? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, that Kante is so good. That Kante is so good. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if there's a way that we can put him in. We do get Socrates as well, and Overmars. Would you rather have Overmars over Bergwijn? I think he probably would, to be honest. He's quite a good creative player. Don't think I'd really use him as an attacker, but as a left mid, he could probably do the job. I don't want to take Socrates purely because I don't really like him. He's quite cumbersome in the midfield. I usually end up subbing him off if I take him. So we'll take Overmars because, of course, he's strong links to Malin still, and we get the full chem. Right. Let's see what else we're going to get on the bench. Wow, we are getting just given card after card after card right here. This is mental. Right, we're going to take Figo on the off chance that it blesses us with striker Ronaldo. That would be pretty good because that would still give us full chem. Right, the silver selection is completely dead, so we'll take a silver. And then we've got on this one, oof, that De Bruyne, oh my lord. I think we've got to take the De Bruyne. He doesn't come up very often and he is a really good player. I don't see any way that we'd be able to start him, but maybe we could bring him on as a bit of a super sub later on in the game. And then we finish it off with a bit of Mbappe. Right, so there we go. That's probably how the team's going to have to start. I can't really see any way to actually make it any different, to be honest. And still get full chemistry on it. If we had a Portuguese striker, maybe we could. We don't have a Premier League striker, do we? No, we don't. I mean, we could. You know what? Let me have a play around with it and see what I can do, because I feel like there's something I can do with this team. I think we're going to go with this. Some people might not like this, but I feel like this gives my team a bit of better balance because we get that Kante in there, who of course is probably a better midfielder all round than Frenkie de Jong. We also get Mbappe in there as a slightly better attacker. I mean, our striker is tragic, but we will bring him off straight away for Messi, I think. We'll probably move. Yeah, I think this is probably what I'm going to go with. I feel like this is the best that I can start with, and I just have to change one player. We could have gone with the whole team with Malin up front, but this makes it slightly higher rated. We do end up with a 189. In fact, we could even go. We could go Overmars as well in that. It's the same deal, isn't it? I don't know. If only this was the striker Mbappe. If only we'd got striker Mbappe. If we got striker Mbappe, would that even have worked? Yeah, if we got striker and Mbappe and maybe Ronaldo or something, that would have been really, really cool. But this is how our team's going to look going into our game. I think we'll keep Mbappe on the pitch. Very, very solid squad in my opinion. We can take La Liga. That doesn't really help anyone. Is there any French? No. Okay, we'll just take the La Liga manager then. Right, so that's going to be our team for the draft. Let's go dive into some gameplay and see how we fare today. Okay, so game number 1 is against this 4-1-2-1-2 League 1 mixed Premier League hybrid with Zidane in there, a bit of Team of the Year nominee, Mbappe, Scream, Aguero, very, very solid team. And the player that we actually came up against was really, really good. I don't know what it was about this day, but all of the people I came up against were very, very good. He got a little bit lucky here, I feel, with the first goal. Usually if you pull it back and just hit first time, it will just be saved by the goalkeeper because he won't get the power on it, but the goalkeeper seemed to just completely miss it. And I think it was straight at him, to be fair. And then horror struck as we end up going 2-0 down, exactly the same thing again. However, this time there was no saving that one. Messi absolutely rifles it in to the corner, so there was not much chance the goalkeeper's getting there. Anyway, we keep on fighting. I didn't think that we were down and out at this point. You can see here we get down the wing with Mbappe. We slide it back, get a little bit of luck as it falls to Kante, falls to Zidane. He just couldn't get it. Panic passing all over the place. Messi's got it. You can see he's panicking. There's Zidane near post, and it is a goal. Good stuff from Zidane. So, will we see another goal? Will we see our way back into this game? You can see here that we managed to over the top ball through to Manny, who I had brought on, and I ended up ball rolling, and that is a lovely finish from Mane right there. Nice little low driven finesse. Really, really good goal. And you can see here that here's Mane again, and it's another low driven that puts us into lead to make it 3-2. Very nice stuff from Sadio Mane there. Now, we're trying our best not to concede. Obviously, we are in a winning position. I thought I'd done well enough to get rid of that ball. Unfortunately, it just ends up back at his feet, and it's an easy pullback all of his goals being pulled back. Maybe just something I need to work on defensively there. You can see here that Mane is on the overlap again in the 85th minute, and once again he sinks it. Fantastic card that in for Mane, really, really good, always finishing all the chances, and we end up winning that game. So we go into the second round. Of course, that goal was scored in the last seconds of the game. This guy's using the new purple Firmino and also a bit of Mane in his team with a bit of Zidane as well. Very similar to the last team, actually. He goes 1-0 up as well. We're just not doing too well. All of our opponents were very, very decent, but you can see there we get a bit of luck as I don't really think that sort of shot would go in all that often, but for this time, it did. Messi's shot going over the goalkeeper. It's all about getting it over the goalkeeper's leg, so I put an extra bit of power on it. However, he pulls it back to Messi there just after half-time, and he does go back to 2-1, leading the game. But off the kickoff, lovely stuff. Look at this. Messi just turning him over and over again until he gets the opportunity to shoot, and that is part of my ethos when playing this game, is to make sure that I don't actually shoot until I think that the opportunity to score is there. A lot of people tell me to shoot more, but I actually like to sort of wait until that opportunity is 100% there. And we would have been quite unlucky if we hadn't won that game. As you probably saw from the stats, he'd only had 4 shots and we'd had like 11. So we go into our next game and we come up against a 4-2-3-1 with Mane up top, the striker card. Don't see that card very often in draft. And Zidane is the one who breaks the deadlock, or the early goal goes to the Zidane, as he manages to pull back in the box and then low driven, using a lot of low drivens in this episode. I don't know what it is, but I think there was a challenge a couple days ago to score low driven goals in friendlies, and I did it, and then I was just like, oh, these are actually working quite well. So I think I started adapting them and putting them into my gameplay a little bit more. Anyway, we're 1-1 here, and that is a fantastic ball through from Zidane, and Messi does convert. Fantastic stuff. As I said, no easy opponents in this draft. We were just having to work the whole time. It wasn't until the 66th minute that we kind of shored things up with Mbappe just scooping past the man down that sort of like outside in the channel between the centre-back and the wing-back. And then we put a ball through to Insigne, who moved out to right mid, I think, for most of this, because I just didn't feel like he was performing up front when I played him there in the first game. And you can see there that we tramp it to make it 4-1. Good stuff from the team, and then his team just pretty much capitulated. You can see there's Zidane scoring another goal for us. He actually scored quite a few, so that's really nice to see. Just hitting them first time and hitting them true and well, and back into the back of the net, I guess. Right, so we're now going into the final as our opponent decided to rage quit. This could have been, I believe this was probably my most difficult draft that I ever played. Like, the games that I had to go into were super difficult. Even though that last one, looked like it was a bit more one-sided, the guy capitulated, but it wasn't until the final moments of the game that he did start breaking down, and I ended up exploiting him quite a bit. Now we actually went into this game and the guy had a guest, and they were really good. I hate playing guests in the final, because if 2 players get to the final of a draft, they've got to be good, because I think we only ever really get good 2 players or bad, really bad. So you get really good or really bad. So if they're in the final, I think they're usually really, really good. But you can see there, I played a fantastic move there with Messi to just turn his defender and make it 2-0. So even though I'm praising them, we do actually go on a bit of a romp here. We do end up scoring a lot of goals against them. I think we just got into the sort of rhythm of it. And there's Zidane again, just smashing it first time. What a finish from him. And he dabs away in the corner, because they were quite toxic, wasting time and stuff, and I thought, you know what, you deserve this. Mane there scoring a finesse from outside the box, and that does indeed guarantee the win. We in fact even get one more goal here, as the ball literally, I think they've stopped playing, as you can see, they're just not moving anything, but I was like, I'll just pad my stats. So win in the draft again. Now that is what we call hard work. Holy moly. I don't think I've ever had to work so hard to win a draft. The whole way through, every opponent did trouble me. I mean, the semi-finals and the finals looked a little bit more one-sided, but these guys gave up towards the end. Up until half-time, it was like a really, really tight game. Also, that semi-final, we kind of blew through it. But the first 2 rounds, my lord, I don't think I've ever had such difficult first-round opponents. It was disgusting. I won't lie, really, really disgusting. To have to go up against them so early in the draft. But We'll take it. Another draft win, guys. Looks good. Team of the Year is just around the corner, so hopefully we'll keep this winning streak going and potentially pack a Team of the Year. That would be absolutely epic. Our prizes today are the trash bag prizes, so if we manage to make coins off this, it'll be very good. Gold pack to start us off, looking for like shadows, hunters, those sorts of things that, you know, might pop at like 5 to 10k or something. It was a really, really, really tough draft though. Really tough. Glad we've come out of it the other side with the dub, of course. Quickly get all these up. Nothing really in the first pack for us. Maybe the second pack will give us something good, who knows. So yeah, I mean, there's one more episode before Team of the Year. That'll be going up tomorrow morning, so make sure you set your alarms. I'll put that up at like 9 AM, I believe, or something like that, I think. Which I'm going to record straight after this one. And yeah, look at this, not really getting anything that's worth anything at the moment. All that stuff we can get rid of, actually. Get rid of them, we don't need you. We do not need you, my friend. Oops. We can sell those though. Right. We can sell consumables. Eventually someone buys them. If you list them over and over again, eventually someone will buy them. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at what's in the good packs. The good packs, he says loosely. Yeah, it's just a... What did I think of Zidane? That's a good thing to talk about. No boards. What did I think about Zidane? Again, didn't really like him. I know he scored quite a few goals for me. I'll tell you what. Zidane is an amazing player to have on the edge of the box. He is fantastic there. He's not great at dribbling. He's not great at defending. He's not very agile. There's a lot of stuff I just didn't really like about him. But my goodness me, if he hits them, he absolutely belts them. Volleys at the edge of the box. Oh, this is a good pack. This has got a lot of players that will probably sell because of the Prem SBC. I mean, we've got McTominay, who might be selling. I would imagine that Johnny has to be selling, surely. Okay, maybe not. He was last year. Jota goes for like maybe 750. I think Ake maybe 1.111950. So no, nothing really there for us. We'll try and list it all up though, of course. So yeah, Zidane hits him amazing. Don't do much else. He is another shot bot. There's a lot of players like that in this game that are shot bots, but I think of all the shot bots I've used, he's the best. He's the best shot bot. When he hits them, my goodness, he does hit them. So we get boards in the last pack. Fingers crossed for a big player. It's not a walkout. I think this is going to be pretty dead rewards, unfortunately. French centre-back. Varane. Oh, no, not him. I was trying to remember who I wanted. I wanted Varane or Lenglet, not Hernandez. We got three, like, when you get French flag, you're like 3/4 of the way there when you see centre-back. But Hernandez is not the one you want. But it's good still, regardless. We will be able to sell him for something. I will quickly check. And we get Zuma as well. I'm not sure. This prize I don't think is the worst. I don't think it's the best either. So let's just double check Hernandez's prize. Lucas Hernandez goes for 7.8k. So actually, you know what? That's half a draft entry just in him. That's decent. We can work with that. Right, well there you go, guys. Still looking for that amazing payoff. Still hasn't quite happened, unfortunately. We'll keep trying. We'll keep working towards getting that payoff, like the big player from a pack. But as for today, it's not going to be the case. What we can do though is actually go and look at our trade pile because we've sold some stuff. Yeah, we sold some consumables. We've got another like 1,200 coins there, so that's decent. Guys, if you have enjoyed, smash a thumbs up. If you haven't seen the rest of the series, then feel free to go and check out the playlist. It is down in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.